The Federal Reserve is about to cut interest rates by 25 basis points. At least this is what the market thinks. There is a 96% probability that we do see a 25 basis point cut, and only a 4% chance of a 50 basis point cut. If we do get a 25 basis point cut, the markets are very unlikely to move very much. What we need to pay attention to is the monetary policy statement, as well as the press conference 30 minutes later. You see, by using the statements in the press conference, we're able to understand what the Fed are thinking, looking at, paying attention to, and then we can start building our expectations for the next rate decision. You see, the Fed are in a difficult position because we have had hotter inflation. We can see in May 2025, we had inflation at 2.3, and the most recent release read inflation at 2.9. And while inflation is going up, the labor market continues to deteriorate, with unemployment finally breaking out of this 4.1, 4.2 range up into 4.3 on the previous release, as well as consumer sentiment is right down, and manufacturing is showing contraction at 48.7. So this is a very clear guide that the Federal Reserve is prioritizing the labor market over inflation, meaning the likelihood of a 50 basis point cut is very low because they cannot afford to overcut due to inflation, but they cannot afford to hold or hike because the labor market is so weak. I would expect the Fed to have an overall dovish tone. However, this doesn't mean the dollar is going to drop off a cliff and gold is going to rally. These things could of course happen. However, that doesn't mean you need to start placing trades and gambling on this release. Lock down your portfolios so you still have capital to deploy after this release.